Alright folks, here's what we've got. Everything's cleaned up on here, and we have taken, I had a 7-inch circle that Gary brought me, and it's 1/2 inch, that's what I need. We're going to actually weld these on to the end of that, and that'll put us at 30 inches on the outside, so that's the right size for the inside of the subframe, and that'll give us something to weld to. I wanted as much area as I could, so that circle will do real good. And so I'm going to get these welded on. I'm going to weld these on the top side temporary so we can sit it in our subframe and get everything lined up. And when I get it in there, it's going to be a temporary deal, but I will show you more. Okay, we've got it in the subframe here, and you can see that's our half moon pieces that we put in, and they meet right up against it, and exactly 30 inches what we needed. First thing I thought when I put it on here, you can see how much room we got up here. It looked short, but you know, it just didn't seem like the boom's going to move far enough. But after looking at the boom setup from here, zoom you in there, you can see how far the winches are back and everything from the where it's going to, the slewing gear is going to mount. So I don't see that as being a problem. It's still going to put the winches back a good ways. They'll actually be back, you know, in this area somewhere. So where I've got it at now should be about exactly where it was on the original bed. So we'll keep at it. Everything's going to work out pretty good. My only fear on this, the only thing we really got to worry about, we're going to tie the side of the subframe into our truck frame. But when you swing the boom on this, and it, you know, it works as leverage. You know, you got a boom stuck out there. You got, you know, 5,000 pounds on it. You don't have as much leverage because this is so short across compared to the length. You know, when you're pulling off the back, you got a longer beams really here to hold it down, but not much leverage this way. So we've got to tie this, you know, slider subframe in to that frame very good, and tie it into, you know, our plates that's going down to our main frame. So, you know, this is going to take a little while to get everything how I want it. I think I'm going to get some, maybe get some 2.5 inch tubing and put between, you know, right there and right there, and actually weld it all in. I'd love to have this, you know, basically looking like one piece when we're done. And you can see that our, get in here where I can show you the if I don't fall and bust my butt, show you our pieces that we put in. The half moon pieces are going to work out really good. We're going to get, you know, a lot of weld around it, and a lot of surface area, so that's going to be really good. And you know, once we get everything lined up and tacked in and welded in where we want it, or you know, maybe welded from the top side, but we'll take this off and flip it over, weld everything on the bottom side, you know, everything up underneath the, on them flats, and everything that needs to be done. You know, I put just some temporary bars across here, old rusty ones, and see that just set it flat with our subframe. We've got our subframe level, and you know, we'll get all our distances right, which we know they're right here because of these, but you know, we'll make sure everything's right on the back. And that's going to be my main focus here. Going to put 2 plates. You know, I really can't run a cross member across here because I've got a cylinder through. I mean, I could run one and cut it down or something like that, but I think what I'm just going to do for now is put 2 plates. I've got some old, I think this is 3/4, basically like this, and we'll just cut it off, you know, where we need it cut off at right here. And that'll keep the trolley from rolling out, plus that'll help tie that in to our subframe. And we'll cut some of them. That's some used steel. You know, I think I've got enough to tie everything in without buying anything. And but that's what I'm going to be working on for a while. So, you know, don't be in a real big rush to get another video here, because you know, it's definitely going to take some time. I want this done right. And supposedly our cutter will be here tomorrow, according to the tracking number. And you know, it may, with it mail with the USPS, it may be here today. So I mean, their tracking is not real accurate. So so we can go ahead and get working on our trolley. Like I said, it's going to be capped in, so it can't come out any farther. Cylinder will go directly in here to move it. We'll deal with our hoses. How we're going to do it, and I'll figure out what's best as we go. But for now, this is it, and I'll show you more if I get more done here. Bye. Okay, folks, I'm going to go ahead and show you a few things and wrap this video up. But I want to show you the back, the cross member. It comes just not real far below the top of the other cross member. These other ones, believe it or not, are about the same height. Hard to see there, but they're about the same height as the truck cross member. So that worked out pretty good. Nothing's going to be in the way, and nowhere near the rear end as high as this truck sits, so we don't have to worry about that. Like I said, I've still got to cut these off, grind them, add the pieces in. We'll make something that bolts on here to hold our carriage in, and that way we can take it out if we ever need to take it out. These cross members here, the way they tie in and then tie up the sides, that's going to keep us from flexing any that way. They are 1.5 inches thick and solid, and that same way with them too. So I mean, that's good strong stuff. I think we'll be fine with that. Like I said, we're going to tie all this together as one. I think what I've decided to do on the plate on the side, I'm going to run a full length plate, about not all the way up, but I mean pretty high up, and weld it into here, and I'll probably put some holes in it and plug weld it, and then run it down the side, and then I'll bolt it in. But I'm going to go all the way from the back all the way up to about where our new frame, our doubled frame starts, and I'll run it up here. So I mean, that's probably 4.5 feet, something like that. I'll find a big plate and maybe 1/4 inch, 3/16 something, preferably quarter, but we'll see what we've got. We're going to do that, and then we'll probably run one here, and then another one here, and another one up toward the front. So that'll be 3 here, and then the one big one, and on each side. And what I'm trying to do, of course, is just tie it all together in one solid piece. And I don't want anything moving, but I think everything's going to work out pretty good. It's fitting in there about like I was expecting anyway. So it's pretty good and straight. And if I get more done, I'll do another video tomorrow. I probably won't get done what I need to get done. I will nothing interesting anyway. So if I don't do one, you'll know why, and we'll get the next one up as soon as we can. But just give me a little time to get some stuff welded in here. That's pretty boring stuff. I'm sure you're not going to want to see what's going on there. And soon we'll get started on the trolley and start getting the cylinder mounted and all that stuff. Just got to find a little bit more steel, but it shouldn't be a problem. But appreciate everybody watching, and everybody that subscribe, comment and like, and definitely appreciate it. Till next time, bye.